What is going on, guys? Healy here, and today I have the roster update for May 11th on MLB The Show 18. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before we get into this. Awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of decent upgrades today. Nothing like major upgrades, but people did get upgraded a couple points here and there are some downgrades. Let's hop right into it. So for starting pitchers, Luis Severino is now a diamond. He went from an 83 to an 86. His stamina went up 4, hits per 9 went up 3, Ks per 9 went up 2, walks per 9 went up 3, and home runs per 9 went up 6. Also, his velocity went up 9. Can't view his player card, but he does throw 98 on the fastball now, which is great. Gerrit Cole, he also got a +3. Very close to becoming a diamond. He's at an 84 rating now. Hits per 9 went up 5, Ks per 9 went up 5, walks per 9 went up 4, and home runs per 9 went up 2. I would not be surprised if he went diamond in the future, so I would hold on to him if you have him. James Paxton got a +2, +9 to his hits per 9, +5 to his Ks per 9, -4 to his walks per 9, -2 to his home runs per 9. He is close to diamond as well. Carlos Martinez went from an 80 to an 82. He got a +8 to his hits per 9, -2 to his walks per 9, +3 to his home runs per 9, and +11 to his clutch. Rich Hill, he is on the cusp of becoming a silver. Went from an 83 down to an 80. -7 to his hits per 9, -5 to his Ks, -3 to his walks, and -9 to his home runs per 9. Sean Newcomb is now a silver. He got a +5, +3 to his stamina, +8 to his hits per 9, +5 to his Ks per 9, +5 to his walks per 9. Tyler Skaggs, +4, now a silver as well. 79 stamina. He got a +3 to that, +8 to his hits per 9, +3 to his Ks per 9, +6 to his walks per 9, and +3 to his home runs per 9. Felix Hernandez, no longer a silver. Downfall of King Felix. -4 to his stamina, -1 to his Ks per 9, -5 to his walks per 9, -10 to his home runs per 9. Walker Buehler has been killing it for the Dodgers in his past couple starts. Got a +13. +3 to his stamina, +25 to his hits per 9, +18 to his Ks per 9, +9 to his walks per 9, and +8 to his home runs per 9. Victor Arano, +22. He went from a 44 to a 66 this week. He got +29 to his hits per 9, +27 to his Ks per 9, +29 to his walks per 9, and +12 to his home runs per 9. Willson Contreras, he got hit with a -2 down to an 81 overall. He just hit a grand slam today, so that's pretty good. He got a -7 to his contact versus righties, -6 versus lefties. Power versus righties went down 7. His vision went up 5, and his discipline went down 8. Francisco Cervelli is now a silver. He got a +2 boost, +4 to his contact versus righties, -13 versus lefties, +8 for power versus righties and lefties. Moving over to first base, Paul Goldschmidt, 85 overall. He just is not having a good year this year. Batting .224. I'm pretty sure the averages and stuff aren't too accurate, but yeah, the point is he's not having a pretty decent year so far. -7 contact versus righties, -12 versus lefties. Still really good for both those stats. Power went up, or power didn't change versus righties, but versus lefties it went up 11. So versus lefties, 90 contact, 92 power, very good card. Versus righties, it's just average, 75, 72, and his vision went down 7. Moving over to second base, Brian Dozier, he got a -2. This card was very comparable to his diamond card. Now, not necessarily, especially with the downgrades. He got -6 for contact versus righties, -5 versus lefties. A power, -7 versus righties, -3 versus lefties. His vision went up though, +4. But yeah, his hitting stats not looking too decent compared to that diamond card now. Ian Kinsler went from a gold to a silver. He got hit with a -2. -11 contact versus righties, -5 versus lefties. Power ratings, -5 versus righties, -3 versus lefties. Vision went up 5. I don't get why all these guys' hitting stats keep going down, but their vision keeps going up. Solarte, you got a +1. Got +12 for power versus righties, +8 versus lefties. So he has decent power versus righties now. Vision went down 7. Not a bad thing. He was at 89, so now he's down to 82, which is still pretty good. And the discipline went up 9. For third base, Jose Ramirez gets a +1 boost. -6 to both contact versus righties and contact versus lefties. Still really good at 84 and 88. His power stats, +10 versus right-handers. 71 power. That is good. 70 is the threshold I like looking at. It's not an actual threshold, but it's the point I look at for power where I think people can hit home runs if I square it up good enough. So it's good versus righties. 59 versus lefties. You got a +2. Maybe inside edge versus lefties on some days. It'd be a very usable card. He's still usable now. He's a switch hitter. His discipline got a +6. Josh Donaldson, he got hit with a -1. He is 1 point away from becoming a gold. -4 contact versus righties, +2 versus lefties. Power up versus righties with a +3, but down versus lefties, -3. The -3 doesn't necessarily matter too much. He's at 91 power, still amazing. And his vision went down 8. That's a pretty big loss on him. Eugenio Suarez, he is now a gold. +5 contact versus righties, +7 versus lefties. Power versus righties went up 3. Vision went up 5, and discipline went up 5. Eduardo Escobar, +5. He is now a silver at a 76. +5 contact versus righties, +9 versus lefties. His power stats went up a lot with 17 versus righties, 10 versus lefties. Vision went down 1, and discipline went up 9. This is gonna be a good budget card if you find him in BR, especially on good inside edge days. At the shortstop position, Francisco Lindor, he got a +1. -15 for contact versus righties. Huge hit there. He got a +5 for contact versus lefties, but the big increases, +14 power versus right-handers and +11 versus left-handers. So he's at a 71-69 split right there. That power makes him a very usable card now. Before, his power was in the 50s and didn't have too much pop, but now he does, especially with inside edge. Should help out a lot. His vision went down by 8, but we all know vision and contact in this game doesn't necessarily matter. Andrelton Simmons, +2, 84 overall, 1 point away from becoming a diamond. +6 for contact versus righties, +2 versus lefties. Power went up 8 versus righties, and +6 versus lefties. +4 discipline as well. One of the best defensive shortstops in the game. So if you're looking for one, this is your guy, and he's hitting pretty well. So maybe some hitting increases throughout the year would help him go diamond. Moving over to left field, Eddie Rosario got a +2, now up to a 78. +10 contact versus righties, -5 versus lefties. Power went up 5 versus righties. Power went up 9 versus righties, and +5 versus lefties. His vision went up 7. The only thing that dropped besides the contact versus lefties was his discipline, -5. Matt Adams, a very good budget card, BR god in the game. His righty stats are sick. +17 versus righties for contact, and +11 for power. He's up to 84 contact, 82 power now. Inside edge versus righties on some days, and boy, you are gonna have an amazing card. Vision went down 2, doesn't matter too much. His fielding went up 10. Moving over to center field, AJ Pollock gets a +2. He's now up to an 83. +8 contact versus righties, +6 versus lefties. Power went up 7 versus righties, 8 versus lefties. His vision went down 6. But yeah, 68 vision, still not bad. Hitting stats pretty good now, especially that power versus lefties. Dee Gordon gets a +2. He is now gold. Contact went up 4 versus righties, 6 versus lefties. Power went up 2 versus right-handers. Discipline went down 7. Still haven't increased his arm strength. 50 is terrible. So it'd be cool if they could increase that in the future. I know he has a pretty decent arm. Michael Conforto got a -2. Contact versus righties went down 5 versus lefties, -7. Power versus righties and lefties went down 5. Vision went down 5, but his discipline went up 6. And then right fielders, Andrew McCutchen is no longer a gold. He's down to a silver now. His contact versus lefties went down 6. His power versus righties and lefties went down 5. His vision went down 4. His discipline went up 4. And his clutch went down 5. Still semi-usable versus lefties, but yeah, this card isn't what it used to be. Nick Markakis, he got a +4 up to a 78 now. +3 contact versus righties, +7 versus lefties. Power, +6 versus righties, +17 versus lefties. Vision went up 4. Discipline went up 5. Nomar Mazara is now a silver. He got a +2 this week. +5 versus righties for contact, +4 versus lefties. Power versus righties went up 5. Power versus lefties went up 6. Vision went down 4, and discipline went down 2. And the last guy, Jorge Soler, ex-Cub, have to cover him. He went up 2. He's 1 point away from becoming a silver. Contact versus righties went up 3. Versus lefties went up 7. Versus righties for power went down 6. But versus lefties went up 9. Vision went up 4. And discipline went up 11. So yeah, that's going to be it for the roster update of May 11th on MLB The Show 18. Comment down below who you think should have Comment down below who you think should have gotten an upgrade or a downgrade this week. There's still time for them to get an upgrade in the next one or a downgrade. But yeah, this is going to be Healy. I'm out. Peace.